everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Tanya here with Memory Lane Keepsakes, and I'm so happy you guys have chosen to join me today. I am back with my second week of Crafty Dares. Crafty Dares is something that I have been a part of, and this is actually my second project share. Crafty Dares, you can see all the projects on Instagram because that's where we post all our projects. We are given 3 items per week. And what I mean by giving 3 items, there would be 3 things that we will have to use within our project that we would take from our stash and go ahead and create something using those 3 items. I found this to be an awesome, wonderful challenge to test my creativity, so that's why I chose to join the Crafty Dares. I am really excited to be a part of it, so if you want to see all of the wonderful creations, check out my Instagram page, Memory Lane Keepsakes 2017, and also follow me on there as well. So I am going to share with you some of the items that I used to create my project for this week. Now the Crafty Dares for this week, for week 2 for me, was the first object that we had to do was something with a tag. So that was one thing there. The second thing had to be a stamped image, and the third thing had to be vitality. So it had to be something that calms you, something that energizes you, something that basically gets you to start all over again on something being refreshed. So with that being said, let me go ahead and dig on in and show you some of the different items that I used. So one of the things that I pulled out was I chose to go with my scrapbook.com tags that I purchased, and I absolutely love these tags. This is how I started off with my creation. This is the nested tags that I got, and I love it for so many different reasons, not only because of the different sizes I get, also because it has the different hole areas that you can choose to select which option is best for you based on the tag that you are creating. So that is really, really awesome. I love those. I also use the eyelash trim that I picked up from Dollar Tree. Love this. I felt like this created an airy feel for my tag. So as you can see, I have the white here, I have this beautiful green here, and then in addition to that, I also have this beautiful pink. So those are the ones that I chose to use. Now with that being said, I also pulled out one of my new dies that I just got, and I'm so excited about this die. This die, I got this for In Love Arts, and I am new to ordering from this company, and I wanted to try out some of their different products, and I absolutely love it. This one right here is called the Circle Bubble Dies, and this is what it looks like. And I actually went ahead and cut one of them out for you so you can actually see what this die, how it does. So when you cut it out the die using the circle bubbles, it will cut out a silhouette like this. And as you can see, it has all of the circles inside of the die nested in, okay? So you can see that. So on the back side, this is what it looks like. So what I basically did was I took my brass setter and I took the other end, which is the stick tool end, and I basically popped all of the circles right out. And then once I did all that, I basically lifted the part layer of the outline for the bubbles, and that bubble outline, basically it was the whole piece, but it came out like this here. Now I did Distress Oxide ink that to give it some color, but this is just to give you an idea of what you will get. But it cuts out the whole piece in one way. This right here has been cut because I did use this part on my creation, but just to give you an idea. And what's really also cool is the fact that you can go back and use the circles that came out of the die for a future project, which I absolutely love. So you can also use these as your bubbles as well as the outline. So I absolutely love that die, and I am new to playing with this die, and I see that I'm going to have a lot more fun creating with this die. Now let's talk about the colors that I use. Now some of the colors that I use for my project, I chose to go with my Distress Oxide inks because you guys know I love my Distress Oxide inks if you've been following my channel. So one of the dies that I used was the Circle Bubbles, of course. To give that bubble effect, I chose to go ahead and bring out my spun sugar. I also use my abandoned coral. And I also use my tumbled glass. In addition to that, I use my ice spruce. Last but not least, I use my tea dye. Now I did do a little bit of watercoloring, and I did do a little bit of distressing as far as adding a little color to the edges of my tag as well as the bubbles. And I had a lot of fun doing that. With that being said, I did use my distress sprayer to give me that water effect because it gives you just the right amount. Love this sprayer. I adhere all my projects by pulling out the Barely Art Precision Craft Glue, as well as using the Nouveau crystal drops to give that extra dimension. This is the stamp that I use. This stamp, I received this for my birthday from my mom, and I absolutely love this stamp set. This stamp set was my first time using this one. This one is called Relax. I thought it was absolutely perfect for this week's Crafty Dare. And so with this one here, you can see all the beautiful images on here, and it also has a lot of great sentiments. One of the sentiments is soak all your troubles away, relax, unwind, get naked, be good to yourself. Champagne is always a good idea. And it says, note to self, relax. You are enough. You have enough. You do enough. And then it has this female inside of the tub here, and she is relaxing with a glass of wine because she has had a day. And it has the sentiment you time, which we don't get a lot of that. And so you need to take time out for yourselves to relax and do what makes you happy and what's comfortable, especially now with everything that's going on in the world today. So this was a great Crafty Dare, and I was up for the challenge, and now I'm going to share with you my project. So this is my finished project right here. I absolutely love the way it turned out. As you can see, I have the eyelash trim at the top there because it creates that airy feel, because I wanted to make sure this was light and free. And then as you can see, I have distressed the edges as mentioned as before with that distressed oxide ink. And you will see a little bit of shine because I did use the not glossy accents, which that do give you dimension as well. I use the Nouveau crystal drops is what I use. So it gives you the same effect. It's just in a smaller bottle. And what I did before I used the crystal drops was I did add the spun sugar and the tumbled glass around the edges of my circles to actually lift it up a little bit, so as it looks like bubbles are rising above her wonderful bubble bath that she's enjoying. And I did watercolor the image inside of the tub here, the woman there, as well as the tiles in the background and her champagne. I colored that up and added some clear crystal drops in there, as well as the bubbles right here to give it more of a shiny feel, but also to give that bubble effect. And I really feel like that really gave it its finished touch. And then I decided to stamp the sentiment that says, note to self, relax. You are enough. You have enough. You do enough. Isn't that the truth? So I absolutely love this, and I feel like I accomplished this Crafty Dare for this week 2, and I had a lot of fun creating this. This was so much fun. If you are new to my channel, I hope you choose to stick around by subscribing to my channel. I would love for you to be a part of my YouTube family. Not just that, give this video a thumbs up. And also comment down below because I love reading your comments. And again, don't forget to check out my Instagram page, which is called Memory Lane Keepsakes 2017. Make sure you follow me over there as well. I always try to post all types of creations and different things of that nature, as well as some of my shopping hauls. So I want to thank you guys again, and now I will be off to create again for another week. And don't forget also to check down in the description box because I may have some affiliate links at the bottom. So that way if you would like to shop at some of the places I've mentioned, the link should be at the bottom, as well as any other items that I may have used in my other social media. Thank you guys again for your time. Have a blessed day, and don't forget to relax. Bye-bye.